So a huge surprise in the women's doubles semi-final, with the defending champions being beaten by Polly and Rahayu. Next up is women's singles, and it's Akane Yamaguchi looking to reach a second Super Series tournament final in 2 weeks. She's up against Pusarla Sindhu, the World and Olympics silver medalist. Well, as far as the women's singles Super Series standings are concerned, by virtue of the fact that she reached the final last week in Denmark, Yamaguchi consolidates her spot as the #1. Moving up from #7, up 3 places to #4 was the winner last week of Denmark, Ratchanok Internon. And when you consider that 9 of the top 10 in that list have been in a Super Series tournament final this year, the only exception, Chen Wu-fei at #9. #10, Teng Herbing Jiao, is currently on court playing her semi-final. Well, don't let anybody tell you that badminton is dominated by one nation. There may be 3 Japanese players there, but when you think of Super Series tournament finals, 9 of the top 10, and every finalist from the 9 previous Super Series events, so that's 18 finalists, are there in the top 10 of that list. As far as the draw is concerned of the women's singles, well, by quarterfinal stage, 6 different nations and only 6 seeds. We've got 4 seeds in the semi-finals, and it's the only discipline to feature 4 seeds. Of course, we start usually with 8 seeds, assuming nobody pulls out injured. So not only 4 seeds, but 4 different nations involved from semi-finals, and that's the 7th time it's happened at the 10th Super Series of the year, and the record is 7 times that we've had 4 different nations in the women's singles throughout Super Series history. So if it were to happen at one of the 2 remaining Super Series, a new record will be set. So just the 2 courts in action today on semi-finals day. You can see the other women's singles is on court at the moment. Akane Yamaguchi, the #5 seed, followed by Pusarla Sindhu. We have one of the shortest players on the World Tour and one of the tallest. And this will be a 5th meeting between the 2 players. And not only has Pusarla Sindhu won 3, she's won the last 3. The last time they met was in the group stage of the Super Series finals. I'm very surprised when I looked at this earlier today that this is the first meeting between the 2 this year. But the last time they met, as you saw, it did go to 3 games before Sindhu won through 21-15 in an hour and 3 minutes. Peter Mezorov from Switzerland is our umpire for this. Service judge Giardini from Italy. Well, since the Super Series finals at the end of last year, Akane Yamaguchi has been in 3 finals. She won the German Grand Prix gold by virtue of getting a walkover in the final. Can't believe she's still only 20 years of age, born in Katsuyama City in Fukui. Has been as high as 2 in the world ranking, a total of 13 weeks, but currently #5. And as far as her tournament results are concerned, first round against the qualifier, Delphine Lonsac. Incidentally, she's a very good singer. If you want to Google her singing, it's absolutely amazing. Second round against Saina Nehwal, who was beaten finalist here 5 years ago, lost the final to Minatsu Mitani. Had to save a game point at 19-20 in that second game. And then in the quarterfinal, a marathon match against the #3 seed, Sung Ji-hyung. In fact, saved 2 match points. Came from 10-16 down in that deciding game and 18-20 down before finally winning in that hour and 19 minutes. So to the #2 seed, the current world number 2, enjoying her 7th week in total as the world number 2. Second spell in that status. And the 22-year-old's contesting her first semi-final here at the French Open. But like her opponent, she has also been in 4 finals so far this year, 2 wins at Super Series level. Now, as far as her matches are concerned, as you can see, all of them in straight games, and that includes a repeat of the World Championships semi-final yesterday at the quarter-final stage against Chen Yufei. Chen Yufei incidentally beat Pusarla in the first round of the Denmark Open a week ago. So both 4 finals so far this year. Pusarla, as we look at our court officials that I was telling you about, Pusarla has won 3 Saeed Modi Grand Prix Gold, her first title in her third final of that particular tournament, then won the India Super Series and the Korean. And if you were with us yesterday, I was giving you an extraordinary statistic with Pusarla, that she has either been in finals or lost in quarter-final or earlier stage of a tournament. She has not lost in a semi-final this year. Akane Yamaguchi only won the 1 title, that German Grand Prix Gold I was telling you about. Beaten in the final of the Asian Championships and then beaten in the final of the Australian Super Series, and last week at the Denmark Premier Super Series event. She is a very fast player. Not the tallest, as I was telling you, 156, that's about 5'2". This lady, 180, that's about 5'11".
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Pusarla Sindhu, India. And on my left, Yamaguchi Akane, Japan. Yamaguchi Akane to serve. Love all. Late.
So, semi-final gets underway. Akane Yamaguchi of Japan against Pusarla Sindhu.
1, love. Love. Service over.
Well, Pusarla was telling me earlier today that a week ago in Denmark she really struggled with the sideways drift. And she said she was surprised about it, that it hadn't been the case in previous years at the Denmark Open, such a vicious sideways drift. Felt more comfortable here. Yes, it's a nice stadium for playing in. It's an intimate stadium. Very high banks of seating for the spectators.
Service over. 3, 2.
Going wide.
Service over. 3, all.
Well, Pusarla is an absolute megastar in her home country. First female athlete from India in any sport to win an Olympic silver medal. One of only 5 female athletes from India ever to win any Olympic medal.
Service over. 4, 5. All.
Yeah. Nice angle. Uses her height so well.
6, 5.
Good rally. Gone long. Fabulous rally. Both players pushing the other to the back of the court, bringing them forward.
6, all.
Yeah, it's good judgment.
Service over. 7, 6. Pusarla. And walk around, stay on the court.
Yeah, a quick warning from the umpire. Felt Pusarla was walking around the court too much rather than getting ready to play.
Ball. Service over. 7, all.
It always amazes me. She's not the tallest of athletes, but she doesn't mind attacking. Got lovely skills, good deception. Nice placement of her shots rather than angle. Oh, look at that net exchange.
Service
Brilliant,
over.
brilliant play.
Eight, 7.
Right, from Pusarla, that last net shot was absolutely superb. Well, I did wonder before the start of this match whether the accumulation of tiredness for Akane Yamaguchi, having gone all the way through to the final last week in Odense, whether that might have an effect for today's semi-final. No doubting, she's a very, very fit athlete.
Service over.
But it's not only the physical fatigue, it's the mental and emotional
8,
fatigue.
9.
A bitter disappointment that you lose a final a week ago, and you've got to bounce back within a couple of days. You've got to travel to the new country where the next tournament is. And you've only got a day to recover before then starting the new tournament. Yeah, I said she wasn't averse to attacking play.
9 all. Ten, 9.
Oh, run of 3 straight points for Akane Yamaguchi.
Service over.
So this next point will decide who has the advantage at the
10
mid-game interval.
all.
Japanese coaches Park Jubong and Choi Sang-bum.
Service over. 11 turn.
Oh, it is
End
Akane
over.
Yamaguchi who has the 1-point advantage against the world number 2, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu.
Pusarla on court now. Eleven, 10. Play.
So Harry Owen and Arvin Bart, the 2 coaches for Pusarla. Well left.
Service over. 11 all.
Oh, my word. What a thunderous smash from Pusarla. But Yamaguchi didn't even react to that. It was easily within reach. Wonder what on earth happened there. Yeah.
Service over.
One attacking shot down the PV Sindhu forehand side, then switching it to the backhand.
12 all.
Hold and flick. In fact, there'd been one to the body before that as well. That's what we mean when we talk about variation. Well, in case you're wondering what the noise in the stadium is all about, I can tell you the other women's singles, Tai Su Ying, the world #1, has defeated last year's champion He Bingjiao in 3 games. Oh, that's a brilliant backhand. Just guiding it down across court. Look at that. Key taking it early. Perfect net play. Hit the top of the tape and just trickled over from Yamaguchi. Look at that. Perfection. Yeah, good change of angle.
Service over. 14 all. Right.
Oh, that's super. Problem is, when you're playing against Yamaguchi, her overheads look exactly the same, and you've got to protect the one straight down the line. Can't tell that's going cross court at all. Yeah. Drop shot. Smash down her opponent's backhand. And then goes back to the same place. Yeah. There's more variation. Slightly across the body. And 4 straight points now. Brings her forward and goes straight at her. Arvin Bart nearest to us. Area 1, the other coach. Was a challenge.
Pusarla v Sindhu challenges called in.
Yeah, I think it was worth the challenge. first challenge in this women's singles. No, it was in.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Yeah.
One challenge
Not on the
remaining.
line.
19-14. Play.
5 straight points. 2 points away from this opening game. Yamaguchi. One point away from this opening game on a run of 6 straight points.
20, game point, 14.
Seven straight points to close it out from 14 all.
First game won by Yamaguchi. Akane, 21-14.
Umpire confirms 21-14, 19 minutes.
You play good. You play very good after 40 passes. But after shoot, what happened with you? Like, she keep going just when you net, and then you stay. And then suddenly you net, you keep, net, you stay, net, you stay.
Only but service is the issue. She's serving back. Only first one you stand back. Usko mind it. First one you don't stand there, stand back, and the first shot you play soft. Don't attack the first shot. Onto the serve. Only that. You just only be ready back.
Just soft, no problem.
First shot play soft. But be ready for the next one. She play. And from there you play how you want.
She changed strategy. Just do it. First, okay, very good. That's after 40 passes.
And you don't fight it out. No, fight it out. Play hard. Otherwise everything is okay. Only the service.
We net and then ready. Just everything.
TV code, 20 seconds. TV code, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Well, it was a very impressive final 7 points to that opening game from Akane Yamaguchi. Holds the record as the youngest ever winner of a Super Series title.
One. Love.
She won the Japan Open in 2013 as a qualifier. 16 years, 3 months and 16 days. Not only that, it was only her second ever Super Series tournament. Watches it closely. Yep, definitely long.
2. Love. Service over.
That's accurate play.
Correction. 3. Love.
Oh, it was the sidelining question.
Four. Love.
has happened to Sindhu here. This is actually 11 straight points if you count the 7 at the end of the opening game. Well, so much for my theory that this lady might be a little tired, the accumulation of tiredness. She hasn't actually won a Super Series, Akane Yamaguchi, for just over a year. Her last was the 2016 Denmark Open. Oh my goodness, she's on a roll here.
6, love.
Finally, the run comes to an end, but those were 13 straight points. That is amazing.
1, 6.
Against the silver medalists from both the World Championships and the Olympic Games last year.
Service over. 7, 1.
Back, front. It's all good. There's a challenge here. Yeah, there should be a challenge.
Pusarla v Sindhu challenges called in.
But that rally, it was so obvious. Akane Yamaguchi pushing Sindhu to the back, bringing her forward, pushing her to the back again, bringing her forward once again, and bringing her forward on the diagonal, and that's landed in as well.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 8, 1.
15 of the last 16 points won by Akane Yamaguchi. Well, we saw extraordinary things in the women's doubles. Maybe it's an extraordinary day.
Service over.
Well, hands here trying to lift PV Sindhu.
9. Service over.
Such deception on the return of serve.
10, 2.
Good drop shot. Well, to the mid-game interval
11,
with a 9-point
interval.
advantage. And it is 18 of the last 20 points are going to Akane Yamaguchi. What on earth is happening?
some motivation.
Pusarla on court.
Well, did I hear the Japanese coaches saying something about keeping motivation? Oh, that'd be very revealing. You're winning so
11,
easily.
2.
Keep motivated, keep playing
Play.
well. It's gone long.
12, 2.
I'm struggling to remember when I've seen anything quite so extraordinary. Oh, unbelievable. Well, we all have days when things don't work. Pusarla is certainly
13, 2.
trying and trying and trying. There's no question of that. Yamaguchi is having a purple patch.
Thank you.
Or perhaps I should say crimson touch, because Yamaguchi, given name of Akane,
13, 2.
is a variation of a shade of red in the red sky at night.
Fourteen, 2.
21 of the last 23 points.
Service over. Three, 14. Four, 14. Five, 14.
Yeah, nice play.
Six, 14. Service over.
Wasn't the best of
15,
serves, has to be
6.
said. Just wide.
16, 6.
Well, it's a complete demonstration today by Akane Yamaguchi
17, 6.
on accurate hitting. Look at that, straight down the line.
Service over. Seven, 17. Service over. 18, 7.
Three points away from the final, Yamaguchi. It's going wide.
Service over. 8, 18. Service over.
You see, she's so fast and moves with such balance. She gets herself in
19,
position so
8.
well and so early. And then you've got the options. You can hit it anywhere in court. If you're off balance, there's probably only one or possibly two options. You're off balance, you can, most likely you can only hit it straight. Well, it's match point opportunities now.
20, match
A whole
point,
host of them.
8.
Yeah. Well, the fans here in the Stade de Coubertin doing everything they possibly can to encourage Pusarla. (21-14, 21-9). The victory for Akane Yamaguchi. A little over 37 minutes for her victory, and it's the second final in 2 weeks for this 20-year-old from Japan.
21-14, 21-9.
Well, tomorrow she will contest her 8th Super Series tournament final, 3rd this year. 21-14, 21-9. And from 14 all in that second game, 28 points to 9. Oh, that's extraordinary. All credit to Yamaguchi. She was superb today. Well, one thing I'm certain of, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu will be back. amazing performance from Yamaguchi.
Alors donc les instants de la reprise, bien sûr, la reprise sur le terrain numéro 1 pour les médias.
So after that extraordinary women's singles, not to mention extraordinary women's doubles, we now turn our attention to men's singles. And it's the youngster from Denmark, Anders Antonsen, trying to reach his first ever Super Series tournament. He's up against a qualifier, Kenta Nishimoto. Well, as far as the Super Series standings in the men's singles is concerned, the top two changed places after Shrikant Kadambi won last week in Denmark. Victor Axelsen and Shi Yun-chi also swapped places, Axelsen going above the Chinese player. Axelsen, of course, will get an invitation to the Super Series finals anyway as the world champion. But the big mover after a semi-final last week was Wong Wing Ki, moved up